What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Hold on just a second. I'm bringing Miss McCormick. Hey, Miss McCormick, how are you?
Hi, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am well. What do you got for me?
So I'm 22 years old.
22?
I am, 22. So I'm right in that range. I was listening. I'm getting right to that range that you were talking about earlier. I'm a college student. I work as a private tutor for families with kids. I have a psychology degree. Same.
Okay, we got to get to the question now.
Okay. My question is, so you're saying around this age I should be looking for a partner for my life, but around this age most men aren't in the position.
Are you in a predominantly white college?
Yeah.
Do non-black women say the same things, or are they looking for husbands?
They're looking for husbands.
Thank you. So don't tell me what the men are like.
Yeah, but you gotta
No.
right?
Let that marinate right there. Let that marinate. Okay. Don't move. Let that marinate, because y'all always want to put it off on what the men are. Okay. Non-black women are looking for husbands. So it's not about what the men are. It's about what the men you deal with do.
Okay. So how do you know if they want to get married or not?
Well, let's before we do that, that's a fair question. Were you raised to be a wife?
Nope. I think I need some help.
No. The answer is no. I wasn't raised to be a wife.
Okay, no.
So the men I pick are based upon what I like and not what I need.
Yes.
So you're not even in the position to talk about what the men are if you're not what it is you seek. That was my ultimate point. You ladies have been so pre-wired to go in and look for the deficiencies in men, the splinter in my eye, and not look in the mote in your eye. If I put you in a room with 1,000 affluent, educated, upwardly mobile, marriage-minded black men, would they pick you?
I think they would. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would.
Now, understand, you're in the room with women who have been raised to be his counterpart of all races. I don't mean would they pick you over nothing. I mean would they pick you in the marketplace.
That's a lot of competition. So.
Well, look, just off the fact that she has to think about it, she clearly knows her skill sets doesn't match up. Anyone who is confident in their ability and their skill sets will easily be able to point this out and say, you know what, I can match up with these women. I can't compete because I am who I say I am.
Thank you. Do you want children?
Yes, I want.
How many kids?
No more than 4. No more than
4. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child?
No, I want to be a stay-at-home mom.
And what state do you live in?
I live in Michigan.
Right. How much is a man going to have to make in Michigan to have a stay-at-home wife with 4 children?
$150K.
$150,000 in Michigan? Are you living in the projects? Do you want your children to be able to go to college if you want them to?
Yes.
Do you want to be able to travel nationally and internationally with your family?
Yes.
See, what I'm showing you guys is women have no idea what money, because they don't pay for shit like we do. $150,000 for 4 kids and a stay-at-home wife in Michigan. In Atlanta, you're talking closer to $300,000. You heard that woman before you. She was talking about 800, and that was 6 kids. You were here the entire time. How could you get 150 when she was talking 8?
I don't know if I want 4 kids exactly.
Doesn't matter.
And I'm going to be
$150,000.
working until the first kid is
What is
born.
your degree again?
Psychology.
Another useless degree. What do you plan on doing with it?
I want to work in children's psychiatry.
Okay. And how much do you think you'll be making by age 40 if you never got married and had kids?
80,000.
80,000. So that means your husband would have to replace your $80,000 income at 40. So whatever he's making, he'd have to make $80,000 on top of that, plus pay for the kids. This is why math is our friend.
Finances. That is a big part of
right, but y'all don't think about that. You're looking to be a housewife and you're trying to pick from college. Okay. If what you want is the case, your husband is nowhere close to being your age. He's about 35 or 40. Would you marry a man that's 35 or 40 years old?
I wouldn't want to.
Well, then what the hell? See, this is the problem with our culture being so youth driven. Our women are making decisions for men based upon athletes, entertainers, and musicians because they're young and they're rich.
Well, I was thinking
men don't make that kind of money until 45 to 55.
I was thinking like construction. Don't construction workers make a lot, or like people that invest in stocks and
a lot.
like
People who invest in stocks. What is that? That can be you, me, or an investment banker or somebody on Wall Street. See, Becky, Marisol, Mylinga, Jamila, they know what the men do. They know the careers. That's why they're hanging outside the law school, outside the science building. They know. Y'all just figure, I don't know, stocks. I'm doing this in a joking way because y'all just talk. And your competition is standing out front of the law library because they're hunting these men. And y'all are just hoping this shit happens.
I mean, I'm of course going to put myself in those environments.
You can't put them in you can't put yourself in an environment you can't identify.
I mean, I went to school with law students. I go to school currently with
what kind of people. You just said you said construction.
I was saying like people with not rappers and entertainers and stuff like that.
Construction workers don't make enough money to have a stay-at-home wife with 4 kids.
I guess it's because I see it done on like TV or something. So.
What? These women have to get out this delusional world. Because you've seen it on TV, you believe this man is then going to be capable to take care of 4 children and you. Because you've seen it on TV. What type of fallacy are these women living in? The point is she doesn't know. And if she had a clue before, maybe she would have had some type of inkling to be around those places to get seen by those men. But of course she doesn't know.
What the French freaking toast? See, this is what I mean. Our black women are not serious about relationships. You're a college-educated woman talking about shit on TV.
I mean, in other people's lives, it works. I mean, I don't know.
Who?
I see women that live in like middle-class neighborhoods and their husbands do. Some of the women that I work for, because I tutor kids, some of their husbands work. I remember one lady.
And how old are these people?
30, 40, 30.
30 or 40, that's a big range.
The mom is 34 and the dad was 35. So they
have you sat down and asked them how long they've been together?
I think they met in college.
No. Do you know their story?
No, I have not.
You just know what you think they did. And this is the problem in the black community. Our women do not see it coming up. All women see is the outcome. They see the money. They don't know what it took to get there. That's why you guys are walking around saying you don't care what men think, because you are there at the finish line waiting for the winners to win. Well, guess what? You don't see all the dieting, all the training, all the sacrifice, everything that went in. Y'all ass is at the finish line. And if you're at the finish line, what do you get when you win a race at the finish line? What is it called?
When you win a race at the finish line?
Yes. What do
First place?
what do you get?
Oh, an award? A trophy?
A trophy. If you want to stand at the finish line, you better be a trophy wife.
And I think that's one of my goals in life, is to be
A goal, ma'am? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You want the trophy wife outcomes.
No, I want to be like, I want to be fit. I want to.
No. You want the trophy wife outcomes. I know that's what you want, but your ass is sitting in the stands. You ain't doing nothing. You don't even know what these men.
I want to be down there in the dirt with them, but they don't. I don't know. Men don't like when you help them. They don't like when you try to bring them up or.
What I want you to understand is she's having a completely different conversation. She's talking to her damn self. You're talking about college age guys, and I just told you.
I mean, that's what I'm around. I don't know.
Which just goes to show you need to be quiet. You don't know what the French toast you're talking about. I already told you your husband's not in college.
So how long do you think I have to wait for that?
You ain't gonna get it with this belligerent ass attitude, and the problem is you're too cute for your mouth.
I don't have an attitude right now. I'm perfectly.
Yeah, you do. You're just not being rude.
Well.
See, right there. Right there. Ma'am, I just said, are non-black women getting married? In your college, are they getting married? They are. So it ain't the problem with the men. The problem is non-black women pick men at the foundation and are willing to build up. Y'all want men who are already at the trophy line, already winning, and if they want women who are trophy wives. Trophy wife is more than a look; it's a mindset, and your mindset doesn't match what you think your looks are. That's the problem. Guys don't want you to be in the dirt with them. No, not true. But when's the last time you got in the dirt with anybody to do anything?
I mean, right now I date men that are at my level, college students, broke. So it's like we help each other.
Uh-huh.
And when they do get to that point, they usually do go off and date other women. Maybe it is because my mindset isn't there
Maybe,
yet.
okay. Have you ever asked them? Hold on, stop talking. Hold on, we're talking to you. Have you ever asked these men who, once they get on, they leave your ass for a white girl? Have you ever asked them why? Were you not as attractive as the women they left you for?
No, they were regular people. Regular.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not a problem of looks. Then why would they leave? Have you asked them? Don't tell me what you think. I asked the question. Have you asked?
No, because it usually ends bad, like it's an argument or something. I'm not able to.
The argument is started by whom?
Me, of course, because they're cheating or something like that.
Thank you. Yeah. So they leave you and go on to something else. Okay, well, got news for you. Bad news, good news, don't care. The kind of men most women won't have options. I don't say except cheating, just know that. But see, the question is, have you ever asked, hey, Daryl, why'd you leave? And what it doesn't sound like, it sounds to me like y'all had an argument based upon what? He was cheating on you?
Yeah.
And you never cheated on him, right?
No.
So if I went through your social media and your emails, that would stand up to that. You weren't flirting. Yeah, come on. I do this too much.
No, I don't cheat.
Women classify cheating as having sex, and you guys cheat more than we do emotionally. But let's just say you don't, ma'am. So I'm just poly purebred out here, and he left. One guy, two guys. You need to start asking them, why are they doing it? Why? Because they didn't just cheat. You left. They went on to another relationship, right?
No, not usually. I think one guy that I used to talk
All
to
right. I'm
did.
spending too much time doing this. At the end of the day, mindset. That's why I say self-awareness. Guys, it's going to be a lot about balance. The mindset. And this is one of the things. This is why we have so many of these chameleons and rebels. They can have the look, but if they don't have the mindset, and I can't give you a mindset.
Where do you think it's like my friends, the people that I hang around? Maybe I should
It's
hang
a
around
lot of
different people
stuff. It's
because
our
if you're not
culture.
raised,
It's our culture. Were you
yeah,
raised with your mother and father?
for the first 10 years of my life, and then they
Was
divorced.
your mother remarried?
No,
Did your mother married to your father?
yeah, they were married.
Yeah. Does your mother do you have any siblings?
I have one sister,
Older or younger?
older.
Your mother's child?
Yep.
How much older is she?
Oh, she's 2 years older than me.
Is she married?
Nope, but she has a baby on the way.
Mm-hmm. So your mother and father separated when you were 10
Mm-hmm.
and she was 12?
Yep.
Did your mother raise you two to be who filed for divorce?
I never asked that question.
You
I should
never
have.
asked that question.
I'm pretty sure it was my mother, though. I'm pretty sure it's my
You're
mother.
pretty sure. You don't know, but pretty sure. Has your mother had a serious relationship since she split with your father?
Yeah, she had one.
hmm How did your mother speak about men and or relationships? Is she positive? Is she telling you to go get married and settle down and have a family and be a wife?
I get that more from my
Yeah,
dad. Yeah,
that's not
you
what
asked,
the
you asked about
question.
my
The
mother.
question I
You asked about my
asked.
mother.
The
You asked about my
question
mother.
I asked.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Um, no, not really. She
See,
doesn't put too
I
much
need you to
pressure.
understand something.
Doesn't put too much pressure on
Not
it.
answering the question I asked. See, y'all don't see that as a
I know.
form of
I know.
disrespect. Though you don't, and then you're still talking. See, this is what I mean by mindset. You're 22. I'm 30 years older than you, and you can't contain yourself. Femininity does not buck up. It does not overtalk. It does not need to be heard. It does not need to correct.
True, and you can already tell this woman would just be terrible in a relationship. And again, as she said before, she was the reason why most of these situations happened the way it happened. So this makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense why she's getting the results she's getting.
Femininity doesn't do any of these things. And the answer is no, I wasn't raised to be a wife, which is okay. But then you don't just become a wife. You have to understand you were raised to be an independent woman who speaks her mind, which equates to buy a dog and die alone. Or if you do get a man, he's a beta male. Beta! How do you fix this? Acknowledge that it's there and stop making excuses for it. Stop saying, well, this, well, that, well, just no. It is what it is. You step on the scale, it's 300 pounds. Don't tell me because I got thyroid and my mama didn't. Get your ass in the gym, drink some water, eat a plant based diet, and do the work. That's the only way to fix it, young lady. Awareness and work.
So do you think maybe like going to a therapist or something? I don't know how to get the wife
Well,
mind.
that is an issue if there's underlying issues, but I always a fan of therapy, true. But cognitive behavioral therapy only addresses some. This is much more cultural and attitudinal.
Yeah, and all my friends around me are like, independent, all of that, and that's great. But when I say, well, I want to get married or something like that, or like I want to be a housewife, it's
Why do
kind of
you want to
looked
be
down
married though?
because I don't want to be. I want kids that have a father in the home, and I work with kids and I work with people that have 2-parent households. So I love it. It just makes me feel good. It just makes the most sense in life. And I want to grow old with somebody. I want to go on vacations. I want to take pictures, just the whole 9 yards.
So I want
White
you guys to
piece.
understand that these are the kind of women you avoid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because everything you said about marriage is self serving and temporary. It's fun, it's pictures, it's trips. Not once did you say you wanted to be a man's support system. Everything you want is selfish for you.
I mean, he's coming along the ride. He's gonna have.
What? Wow, Kevin, checkmate. This was spot on. As soon as she said it, nothing about wanting to be a helpmate for this man, raise a healthy, successful family. Everything is what I've seen, what I work around, and it looks nice. Avoid at all cost.
Have fun. I'm gonna be there for him, supporting him, doing all
And
of that.
women like her think that that is a worthy prize. Women like her think that all the work you do to get yourself to be a top level athlete, to run the race of life, to compete at the levels and win, to be able to make enough money to support a stay-at-home wife with 4 children homeschooling, they think it's enough that you just get to come along for the ride. Chick, he's paying for the French toast ride. What are you talking about?
So I shouldn't expect any of that when I do
You
get
should
into a
expect a
relationship.
dog, some pet insurance, and some girlfriends. Insane.